Hello everyone. It's been a while. Making this video as an update to what's going on. I moved to California. It was for some work-related reasons, personal reasons, mental health reasons. Yeah. As far as RC related stuff, I've had to downsize quite a bit to move into this beautiful one-bedroom apartment here in San Diego. I regretfully had to get rid of a few projects. Some of them I hadn't released to any of y'all on the channel because I wanted to hold people in suspense, make a few videos here and there on a build series of them, but I never got around to it, and I do feel bad about that. I had a 4x4 slash I was going to try to make a laser nut type vehicle out of. You could get a slash 4x4 roller, maybe even a slider, off of eBay for around $150, $175, and I thought it was an interesting concept for that type of money. Never got around to making a video on it, and I do kind of feel bad, so potentially that's something I can get to in the future. I also had an HPI Savage. Actually, I had two. I had two HPI Savage chassis. One was electric, one was nitro, and I was going to try to use the parts from both of them to make a working vehicle and try to make a video series out of that as well. But I saw how the chassis were put together and how many screws hold those things together, and there's not enough room in this place for that kind of project. As far as things I still do have, I still have the Rash, the slash Wraith combination abomination that I made. That's too near and dear to my heart and too crappily put together to try to give to someone else or even contemplate selling. So I held on to that. I still have the RGT, which I want to try to build a comp crawler out of. You can laugh all you want. I want to try to build a comp crawler out of an RGT. And I have a chassis, I have a set of chassis rails on the way, but if anybody can get a hold of the guy that runs, I think it's UGRC that makes the Predator chassis, my shipment is stuck in limbo. I ordered it the middle of November. I understand that people are busy. I mean, look at me. I'm still in my work clothes. I haven't even changed or taken a shower yet. Maybe I'll Facebook Messenger the guy after this video to double check on what's going on, but I'd really like to get that chassis in. I also have a TRX4 chassis that I put 10-2 axles under and made into a pulling rig for a trailer that a friend of mine helped build me. It needs some work. I'm looking out my balcony right now, getting an inventory of what I have. It needs some work. And what I'm going to do is put TRX4 axles back under it. There's a little bit of geometry jiggling that I've had to do to get it to fit, and it wasn't proper, so I'm just going to put the TRX4 axles back under it and get an SSD portal delete kit. And yeah, I don't want to spill all the beans on that yet, but yeah, I have some plans for that. I also shout out to Shelby, because I know you still have it and I know you're having fun with it, but I got rid of Minigoat. I got rid of Project Minigoat. I donated it to Shelby in Austin, and I'm gonna rebuild it. I'm gonna do it bigger, better, We have the technology. We can rebuild him. I got to get with Gary with 1/10 scale RC again and get together a parts list of some things I need to get from him to make Project Mini Goat 2.0 bigger and badder. There's going to be a lot of metal involved. Possibly even a Holmes motor. We're going to see. I have a H1 Hummer truggy on Capra portal axles. And I'm trying to get some stuff together to do a build overview of that. It was built by a man named Bruce Ludwig in San Antonio. Shout out Bruce, you the man. That thing's my baby. That thing looks amazing, drives amazing. I got a Stealth X transmission in it to give it a little overdrive. It has an axe system in it, a V1 axe system, Hyraxes. I took it to my friend's CNC shop and made some sliders and a little bed piece that goes in the back of the truggy part, and I get so many compliments every time I run that rig that I feel like I need to do everyone else a service and make a build video on that, and possibly even get together with Bruce to see what all went into putting it together and getting it into what it is today. I have a VS410 chassis that I have dubbed VS410 Poor, aka Po Boy. It is a VS410 chassis with 10.3 straight axles on it. I think the whole rig goes together for as much, if not less, than you can buy a VS410 Phoenix for. I have a few more parts that I'm getting together for it. Maybe I can do a build overview on that as well. And the thing, quite honestly, that I should have started this video with is I want to start reaching out to you guys. I am in San Diego and I want to start reaching out to people here, but I will be making trips back to Texas every once in a while, so you guys back home, don't feel left out. I will get to y'all eventually. There's a long list of people in Austin that I want to interview. I want to start reaching out to people, and I want to start making this hobby feel more like a community. I know that may sound weird to some people, but this barely feels like a hobby with how hostile some social medias are with this hobby. I just don't want this to end up becoming like Tesla, if that makes any sense. There's certain people within this hobby that rant and rave about certain things that make this feel like a Tesla kind of thing. You know, I'm hoping this makes sense to some people. I want to bring a bunch of the community aspect back into this hobby, and I'm hoping to do it with community interviews. If you see this video and you like to be interviewed and you like to bring something forth within this hobby, let me know. Leave a comment down below. I'm also going to be posting this on Facebook, so leave me a comment there with your details and everything. Personal message me on Facebook Messenger. I really want to get some outreach and get together with quite a few people and start getting some more friendly community back into this hobby. I hope I didn't ramble too long and scare too many people off. Oh, almost forgot. This is a sneak peek of a prototype. Granted, this is made out of metal. I can't mass produce this unless y'all be willing to pay like $150 a piece. But these are RC stands for crawlers. They're adjustable. And this was a concept I come up with my friend that runs an CNC shop. I've used this for, I think, the past 4 or 5 years, and I'm like the only person that I know of that thought of something like this, and I'd like to share it as well. So if you're interested in something like this, drop me a line. I can potentially get you one to beta test for me. Hopefully. I'm still designing it in CAD because some people with AR-60s have been wanting them, and I want to add some additional adjustability on the chassis. So if you're interested in that, get at. What is it, boy? Denver. This video's gone on long enough. I'll stop boring y'all with my horrible face and my crappy channel. So y'all stay safe out there, stay sane, have fun with RC, and I'll catch you on the next video.